going on, fellas?
Good
What's
afternoon.
happening, boys?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday indeed.
Yes, sir.
How's everybody doing?
So,
It's the start of the week, right?
good.
Yeah. We're back again for another Friday. Yeah.
I think we're like
I,
37.
37, yeah. So what's going on in everyone's world? Welcome back everybody to another week of We're Going Live, ABCs on real estate.
I'm loving Friday, but I'm pulled over to do this because I got yelled at by my mother for driving and doing this. So
Oh.
I'm gonna wait.
I'm watching.
What's that?
I said my mom's not watching.
She's like, how the hell are you driving? You're on video, and you keep drinking water out of that big jug.
I try, if I'm driving and I'm doing this, I try as much as possible not to look at the screen, so I'm not technically distracted, but it's after a while you kind of forget that and you look at it, so I get it. She's giving you good advice, man.
Yes.
So what's going on? Let's get into this. Let's talk about what we got going on. I know I'm going to share a little bit of the walkthrough here on this flip that I've been working on since March. But what's everyone else up to? Let's do a routine here.
I'll jump in. Just to introduce myself, Alex Mustate. I'm an active investor based out of Hamilton, with a focus on flips, single-family flips, and then multifamily conversion projects through, I guess, the GTA, Hamilton, and into southwestern Ontario and the Chatham region, working with local partner Julian. Always happy to connect. My phone number and Instagram handle are on the bottom there. Always trying to connect. I just had the pleasure of meeting a new council, or a relatively new council member that I've connected with a few times over Instagram. Cameron, he's based out of Burlington, and this guy's a killer. This guy's actually doing 75 the hard way. He's running 10K every goddamn day. It's impressive. So happy to meet him.
Good stuff, man.
Nice. Yeah, I'm Brad Plume, mainly focused out of the Grey and Bruce County area, looking at doing flips. We got just a conversion project on the go right now as well, and we're just dipping our toes into venturing a new development.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Cali Braithwaite out of the GTA. Investing in the GTA, investing in New Brunswick, primarily the Moncton, Dieppe, Riverview area. If you ever want to reach out to me to get involved in some of the fun action I'm working on, the flips and long-term buy and holds, please use the information on the bottom of the screen. If you're just listening to us, it's 289-207-5316, or follow me on Instagram at Grow with Cali, because it's all about growth.
Yes, sir. Keep going, keep growing.
There you go.
So I'm Shawn Gunther. I'm out of the Moncton, New Brunswick area. Cali and I have done quite a few deals together, so we're always looking to expand our team. And if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest here, definitely get with us. I believe my information is down there at the bottom of the screen as well. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you. So we're back with another week here, boys. I think Cali's got some exciting stuff going on. I think he's going to show us one of his properties. Is that what's happening today?
Yeah, like last week, we for the listeners, we had some time to kind of connect the four of us with our very important fifth team member, Valerie, to kind of come up with some strategies of how we can add more value and maybe dig a little deeper on the deals that we're working on to share that with you guys, the viewers. And it just so happened that today I was working on this flip, and we're really close to getting photos, like photo ready for the market. And while I'm here, I figured, why don't I just do this and share with the world what I've been working on, what I've been busy talking about all this time, so you guys know I'm not a fraud. But yeah. So this one here, let me just turn my adjust my camera. Oops, that's not the right button. Okay, how's that? All right, so this here is in Toronto, Ontario, in the known as the Junction area. This house, we actually worked with the homeowner, so it was a pretty cool project where we decided to come in on a agreed upon price. We'll call it like a benchmark price, and the homeowner didn't have the means or the like financially to do it on their own, and they didn't know who to use. So we were referred, myself and my partner were referred to her to help her maximize the equity, you know. So like the house was pretty much, it needed a full gut, right? So we did an entire gut down to the studs. We made an agreement with the homeowner where we were covering. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. We would cover a portion of the, I'll go upstairs. There's some other folks here just helping us out. We're still doing work here. So where we would cover a portion of the renovations, they would come in for a portion of the renovations. When all the work was done, we sold it after all expenses. So like we're paying for them to, be renting their apartment where they're living, paid for their storage, the mortgage, everything is getting split 50-50. And the profit at the end will also get split 50-50. So it's a chance for them to make a lot more than they would have if they just would have walked away and sold it to us in the as-is condition. So I'll just show you kind of what we did. Again, like I said, we took everything down to the studs. So there's not one thing in here other than we kept a couple windows because they were in decent shape. But so this is like downtown Toronto. It's a townhouse, freehold. It's a house built in probably the early, maybe even late 1800s. Like it's definitely a century home. This is a very tiny room. We're calling this the nursery/office. I'm not sure if you can really get an idea of how small it is on camera, but it's tiny. Like this bed here is, an expandable bed, and I think the way we utilized it here makes the room look a little bit bigger because we were able to shorten the bed. Let's go and take a look. So we got the common bathroom. We just had the glass doors installed yesterday. We were waiting for these for quite some time. So we still have the tape on there to keep the silicone in place. Got the tiled shower. Here's that's what I really like. Ta-da! I love the LED mirrors.
Let's go special.
That's right. Oh, Alex, here's those handles I was talking about, man.
Yeah, $60 or $80 handles.
$96 handles. $96 handles. So as I mentioned, so last night, myself and one of the partners were here staging this property, right? Getting everything ready. We did the staging ourselves because we had a lot of extra furniture access to. In this closet, we actually bought a closet organizer from Wayfair and thought that it would work because it worked on one of my other projects, but it just didn't look good in here. So we're waiting on getting. We're gonna have a custom built closet going in there. It's something that we may have to just make a comment in the remarks, the realtor remarks, that it's going to be listed before that's done, and we'll get that work done as part of the condition on our side. So this is the Wayfair thing that we had. It just doesn't go with the rest of the quality of house. So we're going to I like this here. So we use shiplap. Something before this project, I didn't even know what shiplap was. We were going to use a barn board finish. So I remember driving an hour or so out from where I live to get these barn boards from this, big farm out in the country. And then we got here and the barn board was just too rough. And the thickness was thicker than what we could use with the trim, the casing that we had. So we decided to just go with a nice, cleaner, easier to work with shiplap. So again, on these projects, a lot of times, as you get going, you realize you got to make adjustments, changes. Here's something cool. If you guys see, I'm standing a little ways away, but I'm controlling the blinds. So these are some cool little things that I like about this property. Is we had the budget to spend a little bit more because, you know, the after repair value will be high enough to, these things will add, you know, value where we're actually going to be profiting from it. So like the return is, I like to think of how much am I going to make if I add something. I want to at least double the cost of whatever it is that I add when I'm doing a project. And here we were able to do that with a lot of the finishes that we decided to go with. So this is the ensuite. This house usually originally had 3 bathrooms, and we added a ensuite when we got to do the LED mirrors. So funny thing, we did this kind of funky shower, and the plan was to have the tile installer. We said, hey, you know, can you do like 30% of the tile in this other color? And we were more or less expecting to come back and see, like, you know, scattered this bronze finish, but he figured out a neat design, which we decided just to go ahead with anyway. And
looks like he was just like money.
That's right. Yeah. Balling. money, or McDonald's. McDonald's can't wait to get out of here and have a snack. Again, some of the faucets that we, you know, like these are Ryobel. So I think Ryobel owns Moen, or Moen. I think Moen owns Ryobel. Sorry. So Ryobel is like their premium brand of faucets. So for example, if Moen, you know, black showers are in the bulk of the range of $500, the Ryobel is closer to like $1,200 for the exact same thing. But some people notice this, like the type of buyer that we're catering to, they notice these things. So these are things that we want to keep in mind when we're making our decisions to what we buy. Another cool thing is talk about some of the mistakes that you come across when you're doing these things, is that those the herringbone style, that the design of the tile, so the way it's like the floor here, the way it's on 45s, there's actually a lot of waste, right? And, you know, my first time doing this herringbone finish, I just didn't account for the waste. So when we did the showers, we were told how much square footage of material we needed, and we got the material and realized that we didn't have enough. So everything was already in. We had some left over. We went to the tile place. They were sold out. So we had to find another. We improvised. We're like, okay, can we just add a color? So we found that bronze, and that's how we added the bronze. Otherwise, it would have been all white. So we just improvised, right? And then the same thing here. So this is a nice. I really think this is a cool wall unit here with the built-in fireplace and the mantle and crown molding. These are things that, you know, I learned a lot on this project, just working with someone with more experience who kind of, you know, give me these ideas and pointers. Here we have powder room, okay, with the hammered finish tile. We have a storage area out here. Okay, so that's outside. Again, I don't know how much you guys can see of my screen, but let's see here. Just head downstairs. And any questions? Any questions, anybody?
No, man, it looks great. That herringbone style is it looks fantastic, and I've done backsplashes like that, but it's definitely you're definitely right about the waste and having to buy more material than you think.
Right. Yeah. So it's something. Again, you live and you learn. You know what I mean? We're not totally finished with this area. Like we tried to. So one mistake that we did is with this bathroom here, there was very limited, like, as far as the design element. Got to show the LED mirrors, guys. as far as the design element, you know, we have the ductwork here, so we were limited with what we could do, and we weren't planning on using these LED mirrors in the house, but because we had a function box right here, which is like eye level for the light, we thought, you know what, you can't come in here and have a light shining in your eyes, so why don't we get an LED mirror? So again, we just, you know, find ways to improvise and make things work, right? Another shower down here. So there's, I think I mentioned it already, but it's a 3-bedroom. This glass was just installed this morning, so I won't touch it. So just finding ways to utilize the space, right? Like it's not a large footprint, you know. But the creativity is, I think, where we are able to, you know, create value, right? Is finding ways to turn nothing into something. It's got our furnace, hot water tank, you know, utility room, laundry, the whole nine. Nothing exciting down here. I'll make my way upstairs, and
you did a good job of leaving the kitchen to the last.
Yeah. There we go. So yeah, I love the floor. So we got the we went with the GE Cafe appliances, which I really like, because it just kind of blends in with the white kitchen and the champagne handles and hardware. It was a bit of a challenge finding this color to match, but we did it. I still got to peel off this stuff here. Is a bit of a challenge coming off, but yeah, you know, when we bought these appliances, we rushed to buy them because we thought that the project was going to be completed a lot sooner, and we ended up paying for, you know, more expensive options in those appliances. Like, we don't have just the basic entry level of the GE Cafe, because we figured, you know what, let's spend the money and get it there, so we're not waiting. We bought them in, I think, July, and we were told that, you know, if we wanted to wait till the middle of August, early September, we would possibly have the lower end finishes, which we just wanted them because of the flat, you know, the matte white with the champagne handles. So it didn't really matter if we had the fanciest one, but anyway, we paid a little bit more, and we ended up having to put them in storage for about 3 months or 2.5 months, because we weren't ready for them. So in hindsight, you know, this is how it goes sometimes, right? But again, whoever buys this house will appreciate the nicer models, right? I'll make my way outside. Anything you guys want to see in the kitchen or talk about, or any questions?
Was there brick on your living room wall there?
Oh yeah. Oh, in the back room?
Yeah, or in the back, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a brick veneer. So I'll just so we have our special designer here helping us today. So yeah, we turned this is like an extra room here. The house used to end right here, and we were able to there was an add-on, but it was being used as like a storage space. And we're like, man, you know what, we can open this up and turn it into like formal dining and just give this place some extra square footage. So that's what we did. Yeah, that's just a brick veneer. So
yeah, looks good.
Yeah, thanks.
Fantastic. Callie,
yeah.
Did you use a designer or anything like that while you were doing this? Like, how did you guys decide what finishes to use? And like, what, you know, what prompts you, or what gives you the idea? Like you mentioned earlier, you said, so whatever you put in, you want to make sure it doubles at least the value that you get out of it. How are you determining whether that's going to happen or not? Or is that just, you know?
So it's a combination of a few things, man. Again, I can't take all the credit for this because it was a team effort, right?
Always is, right?
But I mean, experience, whether it's experience of, you know, that you're borrowing from someone else, or experience that you're looking at the comps in the area and you're seeing the finishes that they have, and, you know, what their final product looks like and what their house sold for. And that gives you a bit of a gauge to know like what you can do that is not too much or not too little, right? So there's still some work, just back to the house itself, but there's still some work we have to do out here. We just picked up that fireplace. We're actually going to have a drone for our photography. So a drone's going to come in through here. It's going to fly right into the house.
Oh.
It's going to do like a whole video thing and then fly right out the front. And like, so we're going to have like, we're contemplating if we're going to have a model, because there's a package where they have like a model and they do like an intro and they, like pretend like they live here kind of thing and walk around. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, that sounds like a really cool thing. And see, and like, I want to point something out. Like, doing a flip in Toronto is much different than doing a flip in New Brunswick, in my opinion, because you can afford to put those extra high-end finishes and change stuff up, and creating more space is huge value, right? So putting those extra finishing touches on the end make a lot more sense when you're at I guess I don't know if I want to really jinx it or ask you to say what you figure you're going to get out of it in the end. But I guarantee you it's much higher than the price point we're working with here. So it doesn't necessarily justify the extra expense.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay. So as far as, I think we're like, yeah, I don't want to jinx anything, right? But I think at the end of the day, we're definitely gonna, we're looking at comps, like other houses on the street, what they're selling for and how they look. Really, I haven't seen anything that's like this, like it's done top to bottom. Yeah. But there, we don't have a garage, so there are other properties that have had a garage that are really close by that have sold, or they, if they don't have a garage, if they do have a garage, some of them have like an in-law suite in the basement, where we're really restricted. So, cool thing here. I'll just another thing about this house, we how do I change this here? So when we took over, there was a doorway like right here. Okay, so you couldn't see that table, that little breakfast nook. You couldn't see that. There was a wall here, okay, and a doorway and stairs going down.
Oh,
right?
Nice. That's a beautiful floor.
Yeah, so there were stairs going down into the basement for a separate entrance for like an in-law suite, right? And then over here was they had a powder room with like laundry right beside it. So you had a powder room with like an angled ceiling, and so these are where the stairs were, but the owner moved them over here, and the person that she had do the work for her, they did the only thing they did that helped us out was the underpinning in the basement.
Oh,
right?
Geez. That's a big job too.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, things were just done really, really poorly, right? So, the owner was a little bit, she really needed to work with somebody who she could trust. And that's why we were able to get in here through referral and help her that way. But
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, like, after doing that deal and where you partnered with the customer, is that something that you can see yourself doing more of in the future? Like creating that kind of situation where, you're willing to help other people do the same thing, right? Because you're probably going to get quite a bit more for the customer than they would have before that, right?
Oh, for sure. So like, they say like word of mouth is the best referral, right? So I think that, when somebody knows that, they may make an extra couple $100,000 more than they would have, 6 months ago. I mean, obviously the market is the way the market has gone is a big factor as well. But let's just say, if they're able to walk away with that, I think they'd be pretty happy, knowing that.
And I'm sure anybody would. Anybody, right?
Right.
That's fantastic, man. I think what you're doing out there is wonderful, and I hope more people kind of see the value in that too.
To your point about how do you decide what finishes, I think with something like this, there's an element of knowing the market you're going in, and like you walk through if you have the opportunity, COVID or not, walk through some open houses, walk through other properties that are selling, to do that research to see what sells, and $1.5 to $2 million, whatever it is. Like, what am I expected to put in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Well, and I mean, it's dependent, like, specifically, like you guys are saying too, like in the neighborhood, the area, you're trying to match the house to what's around or make it slightly better. And then, or depends what your market is too. Like, who's your customer? Who's the person buying this, right?
Right. And Shawn, you said something like so true earlier about like just the difference between here and let's say certain areas in Moncton. And that's actually, for me, it's like I find value in like people like yourself, local realtors, to tap into over there as far as what finishes to do. Because it's harder for me to be like, okay, we're just going to paint the cabinets. What do you mean? Like, let's gut this place, right? I want to, but the margins aren't
like,
there, right?
The thing is, I would love to do that. I would love to go and make things like immaculately beautiful, like that place was, but it just doesn't make sense here, right?
Right.
So we're throwing, just the price point's that much different, right? There's not a couple $100,000 worth of spread here. A couple $100,000 is a house here, right?
That's the entry point.
It's completely.
Those are the land transfer taxes for Cali.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's I think he solved that problem with the situation he's got going on.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. That's one of the beauties is that everybody wins, man. Like, because we're technically not the owners of the house. We just have a joint venture agreement. We had some contracts to protect ourselves, but yeah, that's one of the beauties is that there's no land transfer tax because it just doesn't get transferred, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that's fantastic. Well, I mean, if we got a few minutes left here, I'm actually at a place that we're flipping right now. I could kind of just do a quick walk around here as well. I don't know.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's completely different.
We're flipping out.
We got flooring. We got flooring left, and then it'll be up. So we're hoping next week. Oh.
I just left my job site. I could have showed you a big hole in the ground.
Yeah, we could have did a walk around.
And undermining the foundation.
Oh, geez. I wouldn't be looking forward to doing that. So this is the place here. Just a little bungalow. Trying to kind of show it here, but I don't know how to do my camera backwards.
I went to the cam. You can do it like that. That's fine, man. Yeah, that works.
All right. So just in the front door, a little living space. We got hardwood floors. Just a small kitchen over here. We're getting ready to do the flooring in here, so we came in and leveled it all out. These cabinets were all wood grain before, and we painted them, so they look really good now, like a light gray. But we're gonna change the appliances and just do the floor in here.
So is GE Cafe in the works or what?
What's that?
The GE Cafe appliances.
I can't even hear you, Alex.
That's all right.
He was saying if the GE Cafe appliances are in the works.
Not a chance. No.
It's a down payment.
Yeah, we're gonna need. No. We're not going to do that one. But I mean, just a 3-bedroom bungalow, right? We just repainted it. It was in rough shape. And the people that were here before had pets, so we had to deal with some cleaning out of stuff. And we changed all the floor in the basement already.
Shawn, what's your target audience for a bungalow like that?
Kind of a starter sort of family, 1 or 2 kids.
Okay. Cali,
yeah.
I'd imagine that your place is not necessarily a starter home.
I think it's probably not a starter home. Yeah, it could be. It could be depending on where the down payment. So like that's the thing, right? Is that these houses are so expensive that it's hard for anybody to buy them on their own. So even if you're starting out, it might be an inheritance. It might be early inheritance. Like you're getting help, right? So it's yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a completely different story.
Or your business professional that bought a house in the same area 15 years ago and now they're ready to upgrade. and sell
Yeah,
their
well, that's
and
kind
sell,
of what I'm seeing there in
and
Toronto.
sell
Yeah,
their
that
run
would
down
be,
place, right?
yeah.
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 Awesome.
Shawn,
Cool,
is there a
cool.
basement?
Lots of
Yeah,
projects
I
going
was
around there.
in the basement. The basement, we got all the floors. Everything's already done down there. Just redid the floors and painted the bathroom, changed the toilet. And upstairs we're just going to be doing the flooring here and getting the new appliances in, and people ready to go.
That's cool. Maybe we can start doing more of these. Like, we could do our lives at our projects.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I couldn't see any of you guys for a second. I didn't know what was going on.
All right.
I just like my face up here the whole time, or what?
I'm just
No,
gonna
it was
put
all
it
good.
out
We saw it, man.
there. Anybody listening, or watching this, put in the comments. If you want to see more of this, because I think this is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. I think it's cool to be able to show and kind of talk about it. I mean, I think it led to other topics as well, too, that kind of might bring some value to people. So, yeah, I'd love to hear people's comments and thoughts for future episodes as well. So we are past the hour, or the half hour, I should say. Does everybody want to start doing some outros, or what's happening?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Thanks, guys, for providing the show. I think I'll take you up on that. Maybe next week I'll jump in one of mine, and we can talk about it as well. We'll see what we have on the go by next Friday. But Alex Mr. based out of Hamilton, doing flips and multifamily conversion projects throughout Ontario, Southern Ontario, as well as the GTA. Always happy to connect. I'm at 289-769-8975 or on Instagram at alexandru.mustatea. All you, Brad.
Guys. Yeah, Brad Plume. We're focused in Gray and Bruce County mainly. Some stuff down in the Tri-Cities. Doing flips, and we're just venturing into the new build sector at this point in time with some new development. So lots more to come. But you can hit me up. Information's on the screen. You guys have a good one.
Cool, man. Cali Braithwaite, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. I am in the GTA today. Am investing in the GTA and also in the Moncton area. Always looking to partner with capital investors who want to have some fun with me and working on these projects. If you want to contact me or see what I'm working on, Instagram at Grow with Cali, or you can call me at 289-207-5316. Take it away, Shawn.
Awesome. All right, so I'm Shawn Gunther, and you can reach me at 506-800-4289 if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest here in New Brunswick. On Instagram at the Moncton Homebuyer, or on Facebook or LinkedIn, just on my name, Shawn Gunther. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us here, and it was an awesome adventure today with getting to see Cali's wonderful, beautiful project that he's got going on. So, hope to see you guys again here next week at the same time, 3 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time, and take care.
Hey guys.